Have you ever looked at two women the same age and wondered why one looks effortlessly elegant while the other seems stuck in the past? Here's the surprising truth. It usually has very little to do with age, very little to do with weight, and it certainly doesn't come down to how much money they spend on clothes. More often than not, it comes down to a handful of habits that quietly work against them. Today, we're uncovering 10 fashion mistakes that may be age in your look and diminishing your confidence. And stay until the very end because the final one is something even fashionable women make without realizing it. This is LRI, Timeless Fashion. If you love timeless style and real confidence, go ahead and subscribe. Mistake number 1, wearing clothes too large to hide your body. Many women choose oversized clothing believing it hides imperfections, but in reality, it often creates the opposite effect. Instead of a graceful silhouette, it can make the entire body appear larger and less defined. Comfort matters, but there's a real difference between comfortable and shapeless. Elegant women choose pieces that skim the body beautifully and create structure where it's needed. A tailored blazer, a well-fitted dress, trousers that actually complement their shape. A quick way to test this at home, stand in front of a mirror and pull the fabric of your top away from your body slightly. Then let it fall back. If it swallows your shape entirely rather than skimming it, that's usually a sign the piece is working against you rather than for you. Mistake number 2, holding on to outdated trends for decades. There's nothing wrong with sentimental pieces. The problem begins when your entire wardrobe becomes a time capsule. Fashion evolves because our lifestyles and confidence evolve too, and sometimes what feels familiar isn't actually flattering anymore. This isn't about chasing every trend. The most elegant women rarely do. Instead, they selectively adopt modern touches that keep their style feeling fresh, not trendy, not outdated, timeless with a modern twist. Mistake number 3, ignoring the power of tailoring. This might be the most underrated fashion secret there is. Many women spend a lot on new clothes, yet refuse to spend a little tailoring them, and that decision costs them the polished appearance they're after. Clothes aren't supposed to fit perfectly when you buy them. They're supposed to fit perfectly after they're adjusted. No two women have identical proportions, so off-the-rack fit rarely does either. A small adjustment, a shortened sleeve, an adjusted hemline, a defined waist can transform how an outfit looks, and tailoring often makes affordable clothing look genuinely expensive. It's worth asking yourself honestly, would you rather wear a perfectly fitted piece from an affordable brand or an expensive piece that was never adjusted to actually fit you? Most stylish women already know the answer. Fit does more visual work than price tag ever will. Mistake number 4, believing dark colors are always more flattering. There's some truth to the idea that dark colors slim, but it's been taken too far, and many women end up with wardrobes filled almost entirely in black, gray, and navy. Over time, brightness and energy get lost. As we mature, our skin tone and hair color shift, and extremely dark shades can sometimes create harsh contrasts that don't do us any favors. That doesn't mean abandoning black, it means not being afraid of color. Soft blues, elegant creams, warm pinks, rich jewel tones can add real life and sophistication. Mistake number 5, choosing comfort over style every single time. Comfort should absolutely be part of the equation. The problem is when it becomes the only consideration. Elegant women don't choose between comfort and style. They look for both. And today there are countless options that offer real comfort without sacrificing sophistication. If you're enjoying this so far, drop a comment telling us which of these you've struggled with most. We read every single one, and it genuinely shapes what we cover next. Mistake number 6, wearing the wrong undergarments. This might not be the most glamorous topic, but it's one of the most important. Even the most beautiful outfit can lose its impact if the foundation underneath isn't right. A dress pulling in the wrong places, a blouse that doesn't sit properly, trousers creating unwanted lines. These issues often get blamed on the clothing itself, but the real culprit is frequently what's underneath. The right undergarments improve how clothes fit, drape, and move, creating smoother lines and a more polished silhouette. This isn't about changing your body, it's about letting your clothes perform the way they were designed to. Mistake number 7. Over-accessorizing. This usually comes from a good place. Many women love accessories, but individually beautiful pieces can compete for attention when worn together. Elegance often comes from restraint. One beautiful necklace can be more powerful than 5 competing pieces. A useful habit before leaving the house: take one last look in the mirror and ask what you can remove. Often, less truly is more, and the piece you almost took off is usually the one quietly competing hardest with everything else. Mistake number 8. Ignoring modern footwear. Shoes have an outsized impact on how an outfit reads, yet many women spend hours choosing the perfect outfit and only seconds choosing their shoes. Comfortable shoes matter, especially as we get older, but comfortable doesn't have to mean outdated. Elegant flats, sophisticated loafers, modern sneakers, chic low heels. The options are genuinely endless now. Sometimes it isn't the dress that's aging a look, it's the shoes underneath it, and that single realization alone can shift an entire wardrobe's impression without a single new dress purchased. Mistake number 9, avoiding every trend entirely. There's a real difference between blindly following trends and completely rejecting them. Some women become so determined to stay timeless that they accidentally become outdated, avoiding every new idea until their style feels frozen in another era. The most stylish women don't adopt every trend, but they stay curious, they experiment, they adapt. A modern handbag, a fresh color palette, a new way of layering, small updates that keep a wardrobe feeling current without sacrificing elegance. And now, the final mistake, the one that may be affecting more women than any other. Mistake number 10, losing confidence in your personal style. This is the biggest mistake of all, because confidence is the accessory every outfit needs, and unfortunately, many women lose it over time, not because they're less beautiful or less capable, but because society constantly sends a message that fashion belongs to the young, that style has an expiration date. That message is nonsense. Some of the most stylish women in the world are well over 50, some over 60, some over 70 and beyond. And what makes them stand out isn't perfection, it's confidence. They wear what they love, they know who they are, they understand that elegance isn't about looking younger, it's about looking like the very best version of yourself. The truth is, style doesn't end at 50. For many women, that's when it truly begins, because by then, you're no longer dressing to impress everyone else. You're dressing to express yourself, with intention, with wisdom, and with confidence. That shift from dressing for approval to dressing for yourself is genuinely what separates the women who quietly fade into the background from the ones people can't stop noticing. And it has almost nothing to do with any single item hanging in a closet. So tell us, which of these 10 mistakes do you think is the most common, and which one have you personally struggled with most? Share it in the comments. We read every single one. If you enjoyed today's discussion and want more fashion advice and confidence-building tips for women over 50, subscribe to Illurai Timeless Fashion. This has been Illurai Timeless Fashion. Fashion has no age limit, elegance never expires, and confidence will always be in style. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.